to enjoy them, who is greedy, envious, and impure, and moved by happiness and distress, is a worker in the mode of passion. Purport. A person is too much attached to certain kind of work or to the result because he has too much attachment for materialism or hearth and home, wife and children. Such a person has no desire for higher elevation of life. He is simply concerned with making this world as materially comfortable as possible. He is generally very greedy, and he thinks that anything attained by him is permanent and never to be lost. Such a person is envious of others and prepared to do anything wrong for sense gratification. Therefore, such a person is unclean, and he does not care whether his earning is pure or impure. He is very happy if his work is successful, and very much distressed when his work is not successful. Such is a man in the mode of passion. Translation. But that worker who is attached to the fruits of his labor, and who passionately wants to enjoy them, who is greedy, envious, and impure, and moved by happiness and distress, is a worker in the mode of passion.
Worker in the mode of passion. Krishna speaks of three types of worker. Worker in the mode of goodness, worker in the mode of passion, then we speak worker in the mode of ignorance. According to three modes of material nature, there are three divisions. Work is divided into three. Previously spoke about it. Now speaks about worker. Also workers are also divided in three. Workers in mode of goodness, workers in mode of passion, workers in mode of ignorance. Yesterday we discussed workers in mode of goodness. Today this verse speaks about workers in mode of passion. Next verse will come speak about workers in mode of ignorance. So passion is rajasam lobha eva chaha stated. Those who are in the mode of passion, they are mostly very greedy. Here it says also greedy. Greedy for material enjoyment, material accumulation, material assets, everything material. Person who is greedy for that. And he is very much attached to it. Attached to his work, attached to the results of the work, and attached to the enjoyment of the result also. And if that is baffled, or somebody, or for some reason, some obstruction comes, or somebody creates an obstacle, he becomes very angry. Kamesha krodhesha rajoguna samudbhava mahasana mahapapma vidyena yavairinam. In the beginning chapters of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said this thing. This is rajoguna. Kamesha krodhesha rajoguna samudbhava mahasana mahapapma vidyena yavairinam. Vairi means enemy. Krishna speaks, tells Arjuna, you should know this is your enemy. What? He said, krodha, anger. Anger is your enemy. Kam, krodha, lobha, traya, narkasya dvara, etat trayam tuyam. Kama, material desire, krodha, anger, Kama, Krodha, Loha, greed. Kama, material desire, also Kama, material lust, is lust. Mr. Lust. Kama, Prema. Prema we say love, Kama, lust. Love, lust. In this material world, there is no love at all. It is lost. It is only lost. And it goes in the name of love. Love. Only pure love is available there in the spiritual world. In material world, they find any love. It is lost. Perverted. Arm of love here, that is lost. So lust, greed, lust, anger, greed. Three enemies. The most famous enemies. Krishna says, give up these three enemies. Don't be. What do you say? In the grip of these enemies. Be free from the enemies. If you will be under the grip of these three enemies, then you will go to hell. A passionate person, a person who is in mode of passion, unlimited material desires he has. Ananta Kamana, unlimited material desires. And always is busy in fulfilling his desires and perform such activity that will give some material achievement, material enjoyment. His mind is always filled with material thoughts, manifold material thoughts, and his mind is always busy, always thoughtful. He never gets any peace thereby, happiness thereby. He's always morose. Because anybody who runs after this material achievement, he cannot get any real happiness and pleasure. It is in Srimad Bhagavatam also it is said, Nishi Nishoyana, Nana Manorthadiya Kanabhavi Nidra. Ahani Atmatartha Karana Nishi Nishoyana, Nana Manorthadiya Kanabhavi Nidra. Daiva Patartha Rachana Vishayopi Deva, Jasmat Prasanga Vimukha Yasan Saranti. Srimad Bhagavatam says this thing. These are passionate people. These are the symptoms of passionate people. That means they are always engaged in such activities, material activities. They have unlimited material desires, so they are very awfully busy. The whole time, they toil very hard like an ass. They toil very hard. In various ways they are engaged. They are toiling hard for the fulfillment of their material desires. Toiling hard so much during the whole day time. When they come back home in the evening to take some rest at night, they cannot sleep at all. You see, such is the lot of these people, such miserable. Their life is so miserable, they cannot sleep at all. Sleeplessness, no sleep. Nishi nishoyana. If you cannot sleep, this body will be deteriorated, will be cut off with disease. That's one sort of disease, sleeplessness. So they go to the doctor to get sleeping pills. How can they sleep? Still, sometimes this medicine also fails. They cannot sleep. They cannot sleep. Because of this material portion, their mind is so filled with material force, they cannot sleep. It is said 3 types of people cannot sleep at night. Yogi, Rogi, Bhogi. These 3 types of people cannot sleep at night. Yogi, that means those who do Yog Sadhana, they are yogis, transcendentals, yogis, especially the Dhyan yogis, meditation. They cannot sleep. They meditate throughout the night, you see, also. Rogi, those were patients attacked with some disease. They cannot sleep because they get pain out of disease. Patients, they have no sleep. The doctor gives them sleeping pill or gives them some injection, some drop, how do you say, Nisha, some, what do you say, what sort of injection that will make one asleep. Doctors give anesthesia like that. It's anesthesia. This sort of injection give, they fall asleep. Rogi, yogi, rogi, bhogi, these passionate people, those who are after this material enjoyment, their mind is so much filled up with material thoughts, they cannot have sleep at night, you see. That's the fact. Nishi nishoyana. Nana manurthriya kanabhagna nidra. Daiva hatartha rachana vishayuti deva jusma prasanga vimkhaya sansarati. If by chance some little sleep comes, still it breaks. So many thoughts are haunting their mind. They have kept Alsatian dogs, they have acquired so much wealth, black money, etc. So, if the dog barks, they wake up. Oh, thief comes, dacoit comes, government people come, take away his black money or something, arrest him. So much, always in fearful state also. This is passionate people. There is a story. There was such a person, such a passionate person, he couldn't get sleep at all. He tried to make so many efforts. He went to doctor, get so many medicine, but couldn't get sleep. So, this general conception of the people that this Maharajas, some Babajis, Maharajas, some sadhus, they have some medicine. So, he thought of let me go to such sadhu, Maharaj. He may give me some medicine, I can sleep. So nearby, like this, like a temple like this, Vaishnava Maharaj was there. was doing bhajan, kirtan, pravachan like this. He has some students. He was teaching them Gita, Bhagavatam. So he went to that Maharaj, prostrated, full dandavat yatha. He said, Maharaj, please have mercy on me. I couldn't get sleep. If you have any medicine, please give me. Let me have some sleep. Maharaj could understand this person is a very, very passionate person. So many material desires he has in his mind. Mind is always filled with such material desires for material enjoyment. So he couldn't sleep. Maharaj could understand because Vaishnava Maharaj, sannyasi, they know all this. You shall know all this. Srimad Bhagavatam Gita, where it is said, what is the symptom of these passionate people, you see. He said, oh, all right, yes, I have medicine. You please come in the evening, I'll give you medicine. So he came in the evening, as we are doing this evening class. Maharaj was doing evening class, bhajan, kirtan, pravachan, pravachan class was there. Students, brahmacharis were sitting, Maharaj was giving class. It's going on, bhajan, kirtan, pravachan. That person came and he sat down there, leaning against this pillar. So, when there is this generally, when there is this bhajan, kirtan, pravachan, harikatha, harikirtan, Maya cannot enter there. You understand? And that's a fact. Because transcendental sound vibration is there, Krishna is there. Krishna Katha and Krishna are non-different. So when there is Krishna Katha, Krishna Kirtan, Krishna, Maya cannot enter there. Jahan Krishna, tahan nahi Maya adhikar. Jahan Krishna, tahan nahi Maya adhikar. Where there is Krishna, there is no Maya. So Maya is not here. So material thoughts cannot come into mind. Because this whole atmosphere is vibrated with the transcendental sound vibration of Krishna Katha. You understand? All spiritual vibrations. So how material thoughts will come and vibrate? No, not at all. Maya is sitting there outside the gate, just sitting there. If you just go outside the gate, oh, grip the neck. Oh, no, I'll catch one of you. Where are you? Then you are under the grip of Maya. Maya cannot enter into this compound. You understand? That's a fact. So, when that person sat there, so other the thoughts, mental thoughts couldn't come to his mind. It's now free. And transcendental sound vibration is there, spiritual vibration is there. So, he started sleeping, leaning against this pillar, snoring. And also it is instructed, Maharaja has instructed, Krishna Katha and Krishna non-different. So, one should not sleep when there is Krishna Katha going on. That's an opera, one sort of offense. If someone is asleep, then we'll make him awake. Wake it up. That's sleeping. You understand? Seva aparad is there. So the brahmacharis, they know it. When that person started sleeping, they wanted to wake him up. Maharaj said, no, don't wake him up. Medicine is being applied. Let him sleep. So he slept, had a very sound sleep, sound sleep. Maharaj, then their class was over, they all went, took prasad, they went to bed. That person was sleeping there whole night, sound sleep. He had never had such sleep in his life, you see. And when it was morning, sun rose, sun's rays him, he got up. Oh, such good sleep, sound sleep I had. So he went to Maharaj and paid full dandavat. Maharaj, you had such nice medicine. Oh, I had such a sound sleep in my life, I had never such a sleep. Maharaj said, yes, I have very good medicine. Very good Pakka medicine I have. You please come every day. And I will give you medicine. This story, you understand? That means these thoughts, material thoughts, these passionate people, those who are passionate people, their mind is always filled with material thoughts. So even they can't sleep at all. But speak of other things. Such a life, miserable life. If someone cannot sleep, what sort of life it is, you see? So naturally, his health will be deteriorated, he will be cut off with many kinds of diseases. That's a fact. Miserable life. How can he get any peace and happiness? Not at all possible. And Kamayesha Krodayesha Rajaguna Samudbhava Mahasana Mahapapma Vidyeno Yavairinam. Therefore Krishna says, Arjuna, you should know these are your enemies. Lust, greed, anger. Lust, anger, and greed. You understand? Many lustful desires are there. And when that person finds that some of his desires are baffled, going to be fulfilled, he gets angry. And if he can understand, for this person my desire that recreates, he has created obstacle. So he gets so much angry on him. It is said, anger is the younger brother of lust. Anger is the younger brother of the lust. Do you understand? Anger comes. When that is baffled and material desire is baffled, then anger comes. Kamesha, Krodhesha, and Rajoguna Samudbhava. Krishna says, this is the outcome of Rajoguna. Those persons who are generally very angry, you understand, who generally get angry very easily. And one should understand that they are passionate people. They are passionate people. They are angry because of their material, when their material desires are baffled. They are angry. Kamesha, Krodhesha, Rajoguna. This is Rajoguna. So here also, this is the repetition. The 18th chapter is the repetition of Gita. So previously all this has been said. Here also Krishna says, such people are very envious, asuchi, unclean. They can do anything for the fulfillment of their material desire. They can do anything. Even they will kill. They will kill their kith and kin, relatives or wife or friends to fulfill their material desires. They can do anything. They can go to any extent. Such people, passionate people. You understand? So, they are always unclean. They are thoughts are unclean, so their nature, and by nature they are unclean, they are envious, they are the greedy people, they always act tit for tat. You understand? Tit for tat. If someone uh, brings some loss to him, then he also tries to put that person into such a condition, he will also sustain so many loss. Tit for tat. Their activities are like that. And it is also said there. How can they get happiness or pleasure in their life? They cannot get happiness or pleasure. If by chance they get some success, or if get something by chance, if some of their desires are fulfilled, they become very happy. And if they cannot get their desires fulfilled, some are baffled, they become so much more. You understand? That means they have no, what do you say, balanced mind. They have no balanced mind. They become so much happy, or they think themselves so much elated if they will hear their praises, or if somebody will blaspheming them or call ill names, they become so angry, so more, so distressed. Gita says also to vessel, anudvignamana sukhesu vigata spruha dukkhesu anudvignamana. Sukhesu vigata spruha dukkhesu anudvignamana. Person who in dukkha, in distress, is never disturbed, never becomes more. And in happiness, who never feels himself very elated or happy. He has a balanced of mind. You understand? It's balanced of mind. And he will get pleasure and happiness. And thus for these persons, the passionate persons, cannot get real pleasure and happiness because they feel unhappy when they get some distress, when their desires are better, and they feel themselves happy when they get something material benefit. They are so much attached to it. It is said, attached, ragi, karma phala pepsu. You see, they are so much attached. So it is advised. There should be only attachment towards Krishna. No other attachment. No other attachment. No material attachment at all. Material attachment will give you only misery, no happiness at all. So, develop detachment towards material enjoyment or material things, material, and develop attachment towards Krishna. Then you will get real happiness and real pleasure. And such a person who has developed real attachment towards Krishna is always, he has a balanced mind. He never feels himself happy when he gets something material, enjoyment, and he never feels himself miserable when he gets sustained some material loss. He is equal. He is always in equal mind, balanced mind, both happiness and distress. Such a person is bhakta, who has developed an people is material mode of passion, no balanced mind. You understand? They feel themselves happy when they get something material enjoyment or material benefit, and they feel themselves unhappy and miserable, distressed, and they sustain in material life. So Krishna speaks all these things to come to this conclusion that develop attachment only towards Krishna. Give up all material attachments. Be detached, completely detached from material things. And such passionate people are too much attached to their home, heart, wife, family, children, country, countrymen, material assets. They are always very much attached to it. And if they find any sustained material loss in these things, they become so much distressed. You understand? How can they get happiness or peace in their mind, in life? Not at all. So, Krishna says all these things to teach people, human beings, especially people, they develop attachment only towards Krishna. Give up all sorts of attachment towards your material objects, or material things, or material relationship, whatever it may be, that will never give you any sort of pleasure and happiness. Yahi sukha nahi deve putra parivar. Yes, Maharaja said like that. Yahi sukha nahi deve putra parivar. Your material sons, material wife, material sons, and material family, material assets cannot give you any real pleasure and happiness. You give up that attachment, only develop attachment towards Krishna. That means, in other words, you leave it yourself to this spiritual platform, which is beyond these three types of material modes, three gunas. Go beyond these three gunas, cross these three gunas and go above. Then you will really get happiness and pleasure. Otherwise not possible.
Just from past experience, we find sometimes the authorities in Krishna consciousness, they become very elated when there's a good result and very distressed when you don't bring a good result. So how are we supposed to understand this?
That means they are in passion. They are passionate people. Gita says, Krishna says, Dukhesu anudvignamana sukhesu vigataspruha. Gita teaches this thing. One should not be distressed when there is some loss or some misery. And one should not be so feel himself, one should not feel himself so much happy or elated when someone gets some material benefit. Be of balanced mind, in equipoise. You understand? That's bhakta. Bhakta knows, who is really a devotee, knows Krishna is the giver of result. Swamevadikaraste Mahaparishpadasa. Krishna said, you have only right to work. You have no right on the fruit of the work. I will give that. What Krishna gives, devotee is satisfied. Yes, Krishna gives this thing. Krishna wants this thing. So he will never feel happy or distressed. He is always equiposed. He is real devotee Vaishnava. You see, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, great Vaishnava Acharya, pure devotee. He first thought of that this Krishna consciousness should be preached all over the world, especially in the Western world. Some Krishna consciousness is here in India. People in India are more or less Krishna conscious. It's prevailing here. But Western world is bereft of Krishna consciousness. People are mostly passionate people, and passion or ignorance. And so they are always trying to make this material world more comfortable, more enjoyable, making so many scientific discoveries and inventions like that. Still, they cannot do it. And still they cannot get real happiness and pleasure. Because this dukkhalayam, material existence is miserable existence. How can you get any happiness here? The so-called happiness is no happiness at all. Rather, it is outcome of unlimited miseries. Dukkha somaya. And happiness is very short time. Adyantavanto, temporary. And the outcome is unlimited miseries. Devotee knows all these things. So he never feels happy or distressed. He completely depends on Krishna. Krishna is the ultimate sanctioning authority. He is the giver of result. But Krishna gives. He becomes satisfied with it. Never complains. So I was telling you of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur thought of this thing to preach this Krishna consciousness in Western world. So he first started writing books in English. And he also started that gave training to some of the followers that they will preach this thing. And so he sent some of his followers with books. Go and distribute books. Let it be preached. This is the real doing good to others for upkar. But generally people are materialistic people, conditioned souls. They know this body, what are the needs of the body, and they are always engaged in fulfilling the needs of the body. They don't know about soul. Now, what is the need of the soul? They don't know. So how many are there? Those who know about soul, the need of the soul. The number of those people is very, very little, meager, very little. So who will take these books? This is books on self-realization, science of the self. Who will take such books? That means materialistic people have written about sense gratification, material enjoyment. books are very much popular books, and they are sold like hotcakes. Cinema books, you see, novels, fiction stories like that. So, those books are sold in great number like hotcakes. These books, how many people take? So those students of Brahmacharis, they went out to sell books. Disappointed. People are not taking books. Only one Brahmachari sold one book. So they came with the negative result. They say, oh, Gurudeva, people are not appreciating these books. Only one book is sold. Oh, that's great. One book is sold. That's very great. You see, he says, encourage them. This is very great. One book is sold. That's it. This will spread. This growth moved on. Then many people will be gradually interested. Encouraged. You see. He didn't discourage. Oh, one book is sold. Very nice. One book is sold. He never says, oh, you rascal, you are not the unqualified person. You cannot sell books. He never said that. It's Vaishnava is not so. He knows. Generally people are here, materialistic people. They don't know about soul, need of the soul. So, how can they appreciate this thing? Still we should preach. Needs preaching. Depending solely upon Krishna, completely upon Krishna, Vaishnava preaches. And he knows very well, Krishna is the ultimate sanctioning authority, Krishna is the giver of result. What Krishna gives, he remains satisfied with it. He never complains. He never complains. And if someone is a cheater, lazy person, if he doesn't go out or preach or give people the books, cheats. So Krishna knows it, Krishna sees it. Krishna will look after it. Krishna, nobody can cheat Krishna. Krishna knows everything. Krishna sees everything. Within and without, he is within and without. So Vaishnava depends upon Krishna completely. He never complains. No. Krishna takes care of it. Rather, he encourages. If something little is done, like Thakur, yes, it's enough, one book is sold. That's it. Yes. Bhaktisiddhanta also Thakur has also said that in the same story, all Maharajas are given. Don't feel yourself distressed or desperate that in spite of your hard endeavor, labor, or repeated endeavor, people are not developing Krishna consciousness. People are not being attracted towards it. Don't feel depressed. Don't be discouraged. You go on. You go on preaching, go on preaching, chanting, preaching, doing your, render your service towards Krishna, fully depending on Krishna. Don't think that something tangible is not achieved. Krishna is this supreme authority. Uh, Krishna Krishna can do and undo things. You understand? Jiva cannot do anything. No. Jiva has no power. No. So fully depend upon Krishna and render service. Go on, do your duty. So such a Vaishnava, he never discourages anybody. Rather he encourages. Because he is very compassionate. His heart is full of compassion for these conditioned souls, fallen souls. If somebody is fortunate, if he comes to this path of Krishna consciousness, he encourages him. He encourages him. So, he never discourages. That's real Vaishnava. Rather, you preach in such a way that the person, those who have come here as brahmacharis for training, they will be more you see. So they will leave. So a real Vaishnava never discourages. Rather gives encouragement. Yes, that's nice. Yes, one book is sold. All right. You go on. Tomorrow you'll sell more than one. Like that. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, they are encouraging like this. This is not Vaishnava way. This is passionate people. This is passion. This is not material. This is everything spiritual here. And everything is controlled by Krishna. We should only be an instrument in the hands of Krishna. Nimitta matra vavushu prasadi. Krishna will act through us. You understand? So be completely dependent on Krishna. Then it's all right. It's all right. You cannot do through your own strength, through your own endeavor, you cannot do. Completely dependent on Krishna. Then you will come out successful in the long run. Obstacles must come. You cannot say that obstacles will never come. No. This is a material world. Pada pada vipada. At every step there is danger, every step there is obstacles, impediments, so many things. You should be safe with it. It is there in this material world. But one who is completely dependent on Krishna, completely surrendered unto Him, is protected. Obstacles will come, impediments will come, but they will go away. It will go away. That will never create any hindrance all the time. In the beginning, a temporary period, some hindrance there, but in long run, person in Krishna conscious, devotee will come out successful. Not Maya will come out successful. Devotee. Jatra Krishna. Jatra Jugeshwara Krishna. The part from the Sri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruvaniti Mati. The last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Sanjay says, he will come out victorious. That devotee will come out victorious. With whom there is Krishna. He will get victory. He will get what? Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhuti, all opulence, all victory, all opulence. all fame, all good qualities, morality, everything good is there. Where there is Krishna and where there is his dear devotee. You understand? Definitely. So, fully dependent on Krishna, rely on Krishna, have full faith in Krishna. Be sincere. Be sincere. And be serious and sincere. Only rely on Krishna, depend on Krishna, and go on. Go on. Ultimately, you achieve success. Definitely. And Krishna also will test how far, how determined you are. This is a question of determination, Nishchayata. How enthusiastic you are, how patient you are. San Nishchayata. Bhubaneswar, Goswami said in Nectar of Instruction, don't lose your enthusiasm, don't be depressed, don't be driven away from your determination, don't lose patience also, have patience. So, don't become impatient, have patience. They will come when success will be achieved. And Krishna is the giver. Vaishnava knows this thing, devotee knows this thing. So, he never discourages, rather gives encouragement. Give encouragement, don't discourage him. To test someone's sincerity, enthusiasm, and patience, one who is a guru, spiritual master, preceptor, he discourages. You understand? He speaks something different to test his determination, his enthusiasm, his presence. As for example, in the case of Dhruva, Maharaj, Narada Muni tried to dissuade him from his determination, you see. He was a boy of 5-year-old, you see, mere boy, but he was so much determined. I must approach Lord Narayana and get this sanction from him. Right? So determined. Narada Muni, by the arrangement of Super Soul, Narada Muni, spiritual master, came, and Narada Muni said, you are mere boy, your activity is to play. Boys are naturally fond of playing. You cannot do all this severe austerities and penances. Many great sages, yogis and sages, thousands of years, they are undergoing penances and severe austerities. Still they cannot approach the Supreme Lord. What shall you do? You are a mere boy. Your activity is play. Don't wish so determined to undergo such severe penance and austerity. All right, come with me. I'll go to your father, come with me. I'll say all this time you'll never be discouraged, disallowed. And this time you sit on the throne. Your stepmother will never also rebuke you, and your father will also welcome you. You come with me. He said, no. I don't want to hear all these things. I want to approach that Lord Narayana. If you know something how to approach Lord Narayana, speak, tell me. Otherwise you get out. I don't want to listen to you. So Narayana says, oh, he's very determined. So determined. Not prepared to listen to anything. He is only Narayana. So determined. That's for a test. Sometimes spiritual master may speak something different to test his disciple, how determined he is. And when he finds that he is determined, he gets pleased. Yes, he is determined. He is now qualified disciple, initiated. So he initiated. And then Narayana initiated. That Guru can do. To test the disciple with determination. Others cannot. Generally, Vaishnavas encourage and never discuss. If something little is done, then encourage. Yes, enough. Nice, go on. You will go more, something more. Tomorrow. This is nice you have done. Never discourage. Rather encourage. That is general. Only Guru sometimes, but that's for your spiritual benefit, the disciple, to make disciple more determined. That's Guru. Sometimes